So I'd love to invite up our last star of the evening, Heather from Relola. Come on up.
Hello everybody, I want to give each of you a free trip to Hawaii for staying in the room this long. Unfortunately, we have to be virtual. But you can get your free trip at Relola. I'm Heather Sittig, I'm the founder of Relola, and Relola is the first private social media network that enables large organizations to harness and leverage the asset that is their own network, and to use that to drive commerce online. This matters a lot because today social media is basically a utility. It's like a public utility. And all content shared on social channels that you're familiar with is owned by that platform. The ownership of content should be in the hands of the content creators and the content curators. So Relola gives organizations a way of creating channels where all of their group can share information like they already do on social media. And that information will show up on the organization's own web properties and also display on all of the existing social networks of their group, like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And each one of those posts will link back to that organization's web properties. So if you think about it, on Facebook today, there are hundreds, if not millions, of groups organized that share information because they're in a network where they all, they have an interest for it. One of those groups might be a group of people who love Nikes. That group created on Facebook is a perfect target for Adidas. So I can promise you that Adidas is paying Facebook to advertise to Nike's group. With Relola, Nike can create that group privately and leverage the content that that group is sharing. Did I skip something? Who cares? It's so late, right? Thank you. This is really important today because the cost of social is going up exponentially. It's more than doubled in the past year, and the efficacy of posting on social in an advertising format is substantially going down because people don't trust ads. People want organic content. And so by leveraging the organic content that your group is already creating, you're turning all of that genuine, authentic information into a resource that drives traffic to what matters to you. I'm going to skip these things because we don't have a lot of time tonight. This is what Relola looks like. Relola is a map that displays all of the content that a network has created with a feed that's similar to Instagram with photos and videos. All of those photos and videos, though, can be explored and discovered on this map. So again, it's very simple. An organization adopts the Relola app. Right now, we're launching it with the James Beard Foundation. Members of the James Beard Foundation will share their experiences and nominate restaurants around the country. They will then broadcast to the social networks of those members and drive traffic to the James Beard Foundation where people can learn more and find out where their actual restaurants are, which you can't do today. Other organizations that we're working with are sports teams like the Oakland A's, the San Francisco 49ers, the Warriors are meeting with next week. They will create fan channels where their fans can share their enthusiasm for the teams that they support. All of that will be mapped. All of those photos and videos will broadcast through their networks and drive those viewers to the pages where people can buy tickets to the next game. This is tremendously effective. One single post with Relola broadcast through typical size social networks gets 2,700 unique views. And because those posts are genuine and they're in front of the people who know the people who are posting them, they get 3 times the click-through rate of traditional online digital advertising. With just 1,000 users, you can have nearly 1 million clicks to your website with Relola. Relola was first launched with the National Association of Realtors to support information being shared by groups of realtors out there in the world. And the National Association of Realtors executive team uses Relola every single day to showcase what they're doing for their 1.4 million paying members. You can go to their website and check in on them anytime you want. This is what their map looks like. So every day they're visiting with associations, they're out there doing political activism, and all of that is captured, stored forever for that organization. They can leverage all of that content any way they want, and it's also validating what they're doing. And this is why we're working with so many nonprofits, like the Boy Scouts, like the James Beard Foundation, because nonprofits need to showcase what they're doing to their volunteers and their donors. We're also working with CSRs, so corporate social responsibility programs, so that they can show the impact that their team members are having every day when they're volunteering. These are just some of the organizations that are launching Relola or already have. We are focused right now on working with sports and entertainment, with nonprofits, and with politics. For example, Eleni Kounalakis, who is running for governor today, or lieutenant governor, pardon me, she has a Relola map where you can see her entire campaign trail. In fact, what she was doing as recently as yesterday is posted on that map on her website. I will go through this pretty fast. Another way that Relola works is to create fan channels, like for sports teams, but also for entertainers. And so we are rolling out right now with Ticketmaster and Live Nation so that every single artist can have their own fan channel where their fans can safely share information and broadcast that to support the artists that they love. Our revenue model is pretty straightforward. It's a SaaS model. So for enterprise, we have enterprise pricing. We also have subscription-based models, so that if you were a fan of Bruno Mars, you could subscribe to an exclusive Bruno Mars channel. And in addition to that, we have sponsorships. So with our nonprofit clients, we turn their group into an asset that produces revenue for that organization. For example, with James Beard, they will have sponsors from hotel partners, wine partners, and more. We're growing fast. We have pretty great revenue projections for this year and moving forward. This is what Relola looks like. There's nothing else that does what Relola does. In fact, there are many things that do part of what we do. So for example, all the content that an organization captures can be customized so they can get what matters for them. They can also add photos and videos like Instagram and YouTube to that content and then broadcast it through networks, driving traffic back to that organization. The total addressable market in the United States is more than $84 billion. However, Relola has already been used in more than 40 countries. We have distribution partners in Japan, South Korea, and South America. We've raised over $6 billion in seed, and we are going to raise our Series A round this fall. So that is what we're gearing up for right now. We have a great team. Martin's here somewhere, if you want to see him, and the rest of these guys are fantastic. And I have the most incredible advisory board in the world, I can't believe it. Very fortunate to have such support and smart people supporting this company. We anticipate an exit in 2021, and will probably be by acquisition. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I don't think a single person left or anything. Email me, heather@relola.com. Thank you.
All right, that concludes this evening. A couple of closing notes. We have food, we have wine. Please eat it, please drink it. We didn't have time for questions in between, so ask your questions over a bite to eat, over a beverage. Special shout out to the founder team for putting this on. Everyone did a really great job, as well as all of the male allies in the room. Thank you for coming, and please enjoy the rest of your night. Big round of applause for